because it's like backwards on here, but yeah, so we are live now. My friend Justin, thank you very much for coming on the podcast. You did in fact win Andrew Tate's Lamborghini, which is like absolutely insane. I was watching that stream live. I saw you on there. Everybody saw you on there. Everybody was probably jealous a little bit. I know I was. I was watching with my friends. I'm like, guys, I'm gonna win a Lamborghini, and everybody's watching. And they're like hoping I'd win it. And then when it was announced I didn't win it, I was, of course, disappointed, but very happy for you. So maybe share that story, what it was like winning the Lamborghini. Have you gone for a test drive? Like, how has that whole thing been?
Yes, I did go on a test drive on a closed little circuit thing that they had out there, and it was fantastic. It really really was. As I don't know if you guys actually saw, but when I walked in, I was actually watching the EM. I was actually watching the stream, and I just watched one of my friends do like a bunch of push-ups and got $36,000 and all that kind of stuff, and I was super pumped for him. And I was getting ready to like start commenting on his stuff because that's what you do is you support your boys. Mm-hmm. So I was getting ready to start like responding to it, and I had been in discussions with Luke, and it had gone back and forth, and he had asked me to come out and come out to Texas and that kind of thing. And to be honest with you, I thought it was going to be something directed about the real world. I thought it was going to be specifically like improving the platform, or maybe some upgrades, or something to that effect, or maybe a job. I don't know. I mean, anything at that point. I mean, it could have been anything. So I was just in communication with him back and forth, and I was basically waiting at a coffee shop kind of thing, and I was expecting to go to like an office park or something like that, where we would all sit down and be able to bang ideas around and that kind of thing. And then so he sends me the location. He's like, go here, go now. And I'm like, copy that. I'm on the way en route. So he gave me the address, instantly called an Uber, boom, and had him pick me up, send me over there. It was literally like around the corner. And I'm like, I should have just walked. I mean, it was literally around the corner, but whatever. So I show up and I'm watching the emergency meeting, and I listen to it, and I'm standing outside with you saw me with all my stuff. And I was like, huh, that's all right, whatever. So I walk up the steps, I walk in the door, and just as I walk in the door, he's walking around the corner, and evidently they told him I was there or something. And I walked in, and I'm watching the stream, and as I'm looking down at the stream, I'm seeing a camera that's like pointing, and I see it look at me, and I immediately snap my head up, and I'm like, what the? Oh my God. And it hit me at that exact moment. I mean, you guys saw it hit me like a ton of bricks that I was like, no way, this can't be real. This has got to be a dream. It's just too much. And sure enough, it was mind blowing. It really, really was. I can't even put into words the euphoria or the feeling that it created. Yeah. I mean, I actually got like lightheaded, man. The reason why I didn't have any words is I was trying not to pass out, to be honest with you. I mean, it was so intense. Yeah. And I was wondering if I was having a heart attack. I mean, or whatever, but it was crazy. So they came up, we did the introduction and all that kind of stuff. And I mean, to be honest with you, I don't know if I was more excited about winning the Lamborghini or talking to Andrew and Tristan and that kind of stuff. Yeah. Because earlier that morning, I hadn't realized it yet, but my friends and all that kind of stuff, and the real world and the council and all that kind of stuff hit me up, and they're like, bro, you got a verified badge. Like you're like either gonna be staff or you are staff. And I was like, and because I've always aspired to work for the real world and that kind of stuff. I mean, it's truly a dream, So when I had the opportunity to go out to Texas, and I thought I was going to be talking to them, I thought that it might be that kind of thing. I might get a job offer kind of thing and all that kind of stuff. And sure enough, I get out there, and it was so much more than a job offer. Yeah. It was absolutely incredible. So I tried to put it into words. I really couldn't. I mean, I was falling all over my words and stuff, which is pretty uncommon for me because I'm normally pretty put together. Yeah. But when you're in a situation like that, I can say truly I was at a loss for words. Yeah. And It was absolutely incredible. They brought the Lambo out, and when it revved the first time, I mean, every single hair on my body stood on end. I mean, it was just absolutely surreal. It was like
Yeah.
I was living someone else's dream, but I was actually my life. I just
Yeah.
couldn't even believe it. I mean, winning that Lambo was absolutely amazing. It was life changing. Because I had said to the guys when I had gone to all my meetups and that kind of stuff, you know, buying your own Lamborghini is one thing, but being so valuable that somebody's willing to give you or gift you something like that is that's the ultimate flex. I mean, there is nothing. You are so valuable. You've provided so much value to them that they feel compelled to give you something like that. Is just, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible.
Insane. And you are living a lot of people's dreams. Like you're living, you know, like I would love to get that. Millions of people would love to get that. So you are living a lot of people's dreams when you receive that. And I can't even imagine, like, I can't even fathom what that'd be like walking in there, cameras all over you, talking to the Tates, like even just doing that. Like that's one of my biggest goals, just to talk to the Tates on this podcast. So even just talking to them on an emergency meeting, like that must be surreal. That must be so cool.
Dude, when he handed me the earbud and I put the earbud in and it was actually Andrew and Tristan, I almost didn't know what to say. I mean, you know, it's not like you idolize them or anything like that, but you definitely respect them, man. I mean, they've done tremendous amounts of work. They've put in hella hours and hella hard work, and it was absolutely insane. So when I actually won, immediately afterwards, I obviously, what's the first person you call it? You know, I called mom. Of course, I called mom. So I called mom, and then I called all my boys from the Badge of Honor chat and all that kind of stuff from the council, and they shared the moment with me. And it was, I really felt, and I still feel, because I'm still responding to notifications. It's been almost 16 hours, and I'm still banging out notifications.
Yeah.
So I brought all those guys on, and I was like, this isn't a win for me, guys. This is a win for all of us. Because it's a culmination of being compendious and pushing yourself and all that kind of stuff, showing up every single day, trying and actually doing your very best. So I mean, when I started, I was in a rough spot. So I mean, I had basically said, I'm going to commit to this all the way. I'm going to give it everything I got. And I sure did. And I pushed and I pushed, and I just tried to provide value, tried to help out students. And the meritocracy is absolutely true. It's real. It is totally real. You put in the work, you reap the rewards. It's absolutely incredible. And having a gift from Andrew Tate himself, and Tristan, I mean, and Luke being the one, he set me up so good. I mean, God, they set me up so good. I had no clue. Regardless of any of the bullshit that anybody tries to push out there, I had no fucking idea. None. I was absolutely clueless. Everything you saw was totally genuine reaction. It was really me just out. I was losing my mind right there. You literally saw me at the happiest moment of my entire life. I mean, barring my daughter being born, that was it, man. I mean, they're right there, 1 and 2. So, I mean, I'm getting to drive the Trumpagini and actually owning it. I mean, being able to, when people start talking shit, I'm like, so what fucking color is your Lambo?
Yeah, you could say that now. You could say, what color is your Lamborghini? You could say that officially.
So, I mean, the next one is obviously, it's got to be the Bugatti. So, you know, I've got to bust my ass even more now, and I'm running for the next one. And the Bugatti I want to be able to buy for myself. That's one of those that last stone in the infinity gauntlet that you really want to be able to say, not only do I have a supercar here, I'm going to buy a Bugatti, I'm going to leave it in Europe, so just in case when I decide to travel overseas, I've already got a ride. And I just, the whole every single person in the real world, I swear has messaged me, congratulated me. It's truly overwhelming. The community, the sense of brotherhood. I mean, honest to God, I feel like they literally lifted me up on their shoulders, and I'm doing the victory lap. I haven't touched the ground since I got there. It's wild. It really is wild. It is the most surreal feeling on the planet that you put in work and you don't expect anything. At least I don't. I just expect the results from my work.
Right.
And I just want my work product to be valuable to the client, or my work product to be valuable to the students or whatnot. But at this point, I don't even really know what to say. I mean, every single one of the social media guys on the campus is all like, let's do a podcast. Let's do a podcast. And
Yeah.
Obviously you're the first one to get a piece of this. So here you go, man. It's a chance to, I mean, I see you working hard. I want to make sure that your hard work is just as rewarded like mine was.
Thank you, man.
It's really, it blows my mind to know that 1 year ago, about that, I was in the roughest shape of my life, and it was a battle. I mean, divorce, charges, business it wasn't going as well as it needed to be. It was starting to become a grind. It wasn't even fun owning my own business anymore.
Yeah.
And it became almost a laborious task to go to work every day. And I almost started to hate my own job. And when the day that I picked up the phone and I looked down, and there was a video from Tristan and Andrew, and they were talking about brotherhood. They were saying, if you want to go fast, you can go alone, but if you want to go far, you have to go with a team.
Yeah.
And I'd been trying to go fast my whole life, and I tried to build everything at speed and all that kind of stuff. But when after 10 years, it was just rinse and repeat. I never got any extra traction. There was no forward momentum at that point. It was like it stalled. And the skills that they teach in the real world just amplified everything that I was doing. And then it got better. And then everything in my life just instantly turned around. I started getting in a better shape. I started to feel better. I started to have better relationships with my family. Business started to pick up. All of the different skills that I learned in the real world were really paying off. And then sold my business. And then from there, it exploded. I started doing crypto campuses and trading crypto. And then it just exponentially increased. So, I mean, Luke said it to me in a very beginning, that you don't have to be 100% better every single day.
Yeah.
But if you're 1% better every day and you compound that over time,
yeah,
it really, really adds up. And after over 300 days, it really, really added up. I'm now 43. I've got a 6-pack. I'm in the best shape of my life. I can beat the ass of kids half my age. I now own a Lamborghini. I mean, there's no shortage of what the real world's changed in my life. It's literally changed everything. And having it go from, essentially the zero to hero story, it's even more inspiring when I hear other stories that they go zero to hero, and it fires me up again, and I want to go back. It's just another plutonium rod for the reactor, because it's no longer fire based, man. It's nuclear now.
Yeah,
we're going all the way to the top now.
Yes, sir, man. Only way is up. Fry TV, how's it going, brother? I see you in the chat here. What do you have to say to the haters? Because I've seen some people on Twitter. I saw this one account, the main Tate hater. I won't give him any attention. Posting basically about you, people calling it a scam. Obviously, we know it's not a scam. I'm sitting here right here with you. But what do you have to say to all those people that are running their mouths on Twitter?
I got 2 words for them. Fuck you. How about that? Because I don't give a shit what you got to say. Because bottom line is, unless you're paying the fucking insurance on my Lamborghini, or you're paying my fucking bills, or you're paying it for anything in my life, you ain't got shit to say about me. So keep my name out of your fucking mouth. Because I've already contacted my attorney for that specific account. Don't worry, motherfucker, you're going to hear from them. I can tell you that for sure. And I can't wait till I can post the legal documentation of where the slander and defamation and all that kind of stuff starts, because you can't do that. You just doxed me, you dipshit. And you're not allowed to do that in life. So life has consequences. And luckily, my attorney's got a very nasty pen. So I'm going to let him take care of all that shit for me, because to be honest with you, I don't even care. I already have plans for that particular car, that it's already going to be monetized. It's already going to be doing a countrywide tour. I'm probably only going to get to drive the car on the closed tracks and all that kind of stuff, because that's the only place I can actually do it at speed.
Mm-hmm.
And last time I checked, they don't give a shit whether you have a driver's license if you're on a fucking track.
Yeah.
So, you know, every track I've ever been to is like, okay, you got money? Here you go. Have a nice day. You got money? You got insurance? Okay. You don't give a damn if you got a driver's license.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't care either. As it is, I already have a professional driver on my staff because I actually took Tristan's advice when he said you can manufacture more time, more business time in your day if you're not driving. He was absolutely right. It created several extra hours in my week that I'm not doing the 30-minute, 40-minute, 50-minute commute back and forth, all that kind of stuff, where my driver's doing that. I'm working the whole time. Mm-hmm. And it gives me an opportunity to amplify my abilities and be able to amplify my work product and my workload and all that kind of stuff, which obviously in the end just means more money. So I don't give a shit what those people have to say. And you know what? I can't believe they actually put effort or time or whatever into just being a fucking hater, because it's sad. As a matter of fact, it's outright pathetic. So go get a life. How about that? Go get your own life. How about that?
Yeah.
Because don't worry about what I'm doing. Go worry about you, because I'm already winning. I'm already in school. I'm already with these people. And I'm running like hell because my businesses are exploding. Since the notoriety of this, my phone literally has not stopped moving. It has not stopped vibrating from the social accounts. My business accounts are absolutely on fire right now. I mean, I have 46 clients that I'm supposed to be getting back to within the next 3 days. That's about 400% more of a workload than I've ever had before. And because it's a strategic consulting business and they're paying for just my time is exponentially increased. So as I went from, a consulting rate of, initially at $200 an hour, now my rate's $2,000 an hour.
Yeah.
So
wow.
when they contract me now, when they say, that'll be 10 billable hours, that's a $20,000 bill. I can tell you it's not terribly difficult to live very, very comfortably working as much as you want to with those kind of rates. So when this all exploded, everything in my life exploded.
Yeah, 100%. It's like if these people spend as much time hating or spend as much time actually improving their lives as they do hating, maybe they themselves could go get a Lamborghini, but instead they're on Twitter. Let's see if I can get some more retweets and followers trying to attack everybody. Like, people have come after me too for supporting the Tates. It's like, there's so many. I mean, it comes down to this, right? In life, there's got to be winners and losers. There just has to be. And, unfortunately, they fall into the second category. Just what it is.
But I tell everybody this. I love my haters. I love every one of them. You know why? It's just more fuel for the fire. It's always more fuel for the fire, because the only thing you're doing is making me better. So keep it up. Thanks. Keep hating. Keep hating me. Keep hating Tate. Keep hating everybody that does well, because you know what? All you got is hate. That's it. That's all you got. All we got is everything else. We got the brotherhood. We've got education.
The love.
We've got love from all of dude. I have hundreds of notifications on an hourly basis now. Congratulations. You deserve it. I know you worked hard for this. And I did. I worked very, very hard for this. I showed up every day. And that's the key. That's the answer. When everybody asks, what was your secret? Hard work. I showed up. I busted my ass. I tried every single day, my very best. I mean, there's a bunch of videos out there that are motivational videos and all that kind of stuff. But I can tell you, there's no motivator. There's no motivator on the planet like Andrew Tate. That man speaks to absolutely masculine men's souls, because it's what relights that fire. Because these days, most men, be frankly honest, they're invisible. They're absolutely invisible. And I've been talking to some of the younger G's and that kind of stuff, and some of the other guys that are in peer circles that I counsel with and that kind of stuff. I mentor some guys, and I've had guys come up to tell me that they're like 25, 20, 23, 25 years old and that kind of thing. And they're like, I can't get a date. I can't get women to like actually get interested in me or anything like that. I said, well, the reason for that is you're competing against me. I'm financially successful. I'm well-spoken. I'm charismatic. I drive a fucking Lamborghini. What do you have that's going to compete against that? I mean, women are not stupid. They're very, very intelligent. They're going to look at you. They're going to look at what kind of respect you command when you walk into a room. And they're going to look at what kind of other things that you have as ancillary assets. Well, when you drive up and you pick them up on the date and you're driving up in a Lamborghini and not a fucking Pinto, and you take them to a Michelin grade restaurant and not McDonald's, and you go out afterwards to wherever you want to go, whatever you want to do, instead of let me pinch my pennies and see if I can get this girl to like me.
Right.
The one thing I can say is that it's given me, the real world has given me, is I don't even look at the bill. I don't even look at the bill. And that's really freedom. When you don't have to bother with, it doesn't matter what it costs anymore. Because when it comes down to it, Andrew said it, money isn't real. It's absolutely true. But there's got to be a way for you to keep score in life. And that's all I see it as now, is it's just a way to keep score. It's, am I better than the other guy? Do I have more than the other guy? It's always, can I flex harder on him than he can on me, and all that kind of stuff. Because if you don't have that level of competition in life, you're stagnant. You don't do anything.
Yeah.
And you're never going to do anything. But when you have people that are motivating you and pushing you and saying, have you trained today? Did you work out today? Did you do your schoolwork today? Did you do what you were supposed to today?
Did you do anything today? A lot of people, they don't do anything productive.
No. There's many people that literally sit on their ass and have no problem just staring at a television, and that's just their life. Or they like to sit there and play video games. Well, I mean, if you're going to play a video game, for Christ's sake, monetize it. Stream. Yeah. If you're good at it, stream. If you're really crappy at it, it's even funnier. So, I mean, go ahead and stream anyway. Yeah. Do something. Stop being a hater. Go out and do something remarkable. Go do something noteworthy. And then maybe, just maybe, your life will improve. But if you always do the same shit you've always done, you're always going to get the exact same thing you've always had. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure everybody's mom and dad have told them that probably for their whole life.
Right.
But I can tell you, the one flex that I got, it happened today. Today, I went to go see my mom. She's right now, she's a little rough. She's in the ICU at the hospital. And I know I told you about that before the stream. Yeah. And I went in to see her, and she was awake and really alert today. So I was super happy. So I got a chance to tell her about the Lamborghini, and I got to show her the Andrew Tate video and talking to me and my reaction and all that kind of stuff. And as I sat there and I watched the tears stream down my mother's face, I knew she wasn't sad. I knew those were tears of joy.
Yeah. And
then as soon as the video ended, she looked up at me and she said, "I've never been more proud of you."
Are you gonna make me start getting emotional?
Dude, I mean, it's an emotional moment. I mean, it really is. It's something that you can't pay for that. There's no dollar value. You can't swipe a card for that. You can't drop $1 million, $1 billion, $1 trillion. That's worth more than anything in the world. Is just making your parents proud, making your bloodline proud that your name exists, making sure that you exist past this life. Because obviously, the way I believe, you're not just this crude matter. Obviously, we all believe that in something. I have faith personally, so I know I'm going on.
Yeah.
So I mean, I feel it. I know that these things that have happened to me in the past, it was training. It was my trials. It was my tribulations. It was the time for me to get my ass kicked over and over and over again, because it hurts. I mean, going through a divorce, it hurts. Going through your business not doing as well as you want, and you're still busting your ass, and you're doing 100-hour weeks plus, and you're not getting any traction, and you're not making any more money than you were. And it was just terrible. It was like you dreaded every day. Where now I wake up and it's the best day of my life every single day. Even if I hadn't won the Lamborghini, even if I hadn't won the Lambo, I get to wake up every single day and I'm excited about work. I'm excited about going out and doing things. I'm excited about life in general. Because there's these worry words out there that, oh my God, something bad's going to happen. Yeah, bro, something bad's going to eventually fucking happen. I don't care who you are. Eventually somebody's going to die. Eventually some bullshit's going to happen, whether you get criminal charges, you have whatever, some girl doesn't like you and just tries to destroy your life, whatever. But if you worry, you die twice. So why die twice?
Yeah.
You know, there's no point. So if you want to be successful and you want to be able to have exactly what you want in life, you have to give everybody else what they want in life.
Mm-hmm.
So when my client, oh, go ahead, bud.
Sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, when you have clients and that kind of stuff, and they have to trust you, they really have to trust you because you're dealing with their business, and that's what they love the most, and that is their one baby. They have nothing else other than that, and you're helping them with that one thing, and they know by hiring you, that's the difference between success and failure. And then when you come through for them, there's no feeling like it. I mean, you're absolutely euphoric, like me on every single project. When I turn a company around and they're going from a degrading path or something like that, I've seen the path when I actually deal with businesses. They're doing one of these and then they engage me, and then it's instantly like a parabolic arc that things change for them because I changed it. I move in and I say, okay, this is where you're weak. This is where, and I go through with every single client, and I go through with each CEO, each COO, and the CIO. And I have separate meetings with each one of them to make sure that each one gets their individualized aspect of what they need my help with. And then they have the ability to contact me after the fact, where I still have questions, because everybody's got questions after the fact. So that's why they keep me on retainer. And that's one of the reasons that when people call me, they understand that I work exclusively with rule number 1, speed. So they know when they call me, it's to fix the problem right now. It's not next week. It's not tomorrow. It's right now. You need the help right now. I am there right now. That's what you're paying for. Yeah. So when they engage with me, I have no problem sitting there breaking down their business for them, breaking them down what you did right, what you did wrong, what we can do better. Where do we need to add? Where do we need to inject some cash? Where do we need to move what moves the needle? What moves the needle in a positive direction? And if you always have something moving the needle in a positive direction, regardless of how fast that needle's moving, it's still going up. Exactly. So as long as you keep going, as long as you keep pushing, as long as you show up and you work, and it's true. If you try your very best, you absolutely cannot fail. You can't. It's impossible. Because 100%. I proved it. I tried my very best for a very long time. And I mean, look at the reward. Yeah. It was a fucking Lamborghini.
Yeah.
I mean,
that's insane, brother.
I mean, buying one on your own is one thing. Being so valuable, someone gives you one.
And not just anybody. Andrew Tate, like the top G himself. Yeah. Yeah, no, that's insane. What would you say to Tate? Right? I mean, you already spoke to him, but I have a good feeling he's probably going to see this, or at least clips of it. What's something that you'd say to Tate right now?
Andrew, thank you for everything. I'm just a humble servant of God, my friend. And what you've done for me has absolutely changed my life. You've made my life 100,000% better. You've changed my family's life. You changed my daughter's life. And that means the most to me, that I know that she will never have to want for anything. That I know that regardless, if I were to drop dead today, that she's taken care of forever. That alone, that safety, that security as a father, as a parent, and just as a man is priceless. It absolutely is. That feeling alone is absolutely priceless. Andrew, Tristan, thank you from the bottom of my heart, man. Thank you.
It's beautiful, brother. Yeah, they've changed so many lives, and to hear your story about how they changed your life in such a big way is monumental. They've had a great impact on kids my age. That's why they want to silence them, is because they're speaking to the youth. They're waking up the youth. They don't like that very much. So they try to chop them down, ban them off every platform, ban them on TikTok, ban them in the schools. They don't like that at all. So, yeah. If he wasn't making a positive impact, they wouldn't have any problem with him. If he was just like doing degenerate streams, drinking lean, all that bull crap, they'd have no problem with him. But he's having a good influence, and they don't like
I mean, I don't like mentioning anybody else on a podcast, but obviously there's a very, very well-known YouTuber and all that kind of stuff. You already know who I'm talking about, and
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
everybody on the stream already knows.
Mhm.
But look at what they push and look at what they're about. Even just using the food as an example. The food, that stuff that they push is absolute trash.
Mhm.
I wouldn't feed that shit to my dog.
Yeah, no chance.
And they're pushing it like, oh yeah, this is great for your kid for lunch. No, have your kid eat real food. If you have to, prepare the food for your child. Me, I can't cook to save my life, so that's why I have a chef. But that's why I go out and order food, because I can't cook really well. And to be honest with you, I don't want to do the prep work. I don't want to do the cleanup. I don't want to do all the other bullshit involved, because I have money to make. My entire life is revolved around how much money can I get in, because that makes me secure. It makes me financially set, that I know that I don't ever have to look at a bill.
Yes.
Using this as a perfect example. The hurricane killed my AC.
Yeah.
My air conditioner unit. I live in a fairly large house. The air conditioner was $15,000.
Yeah, wow.
Where everyone else is asking, what's your finance options? I'm like, do you want to check, crypto, or you want to wire?
Yeah.
That was the only question I had for them. And they said, well, do you want to pay a deposit? And I was like, what for? I have to pay it off anyway.
Yeah.
And they said, well, that's kind of unusual, sir, for a $15,000 unit. I was like, okay, so it's unusual. Do you want it wired? Do you want to check? Do you want? Yeah. So it makes it so much easier. It makes life 100,000 times easier having the money, and it makes your life so much more fulfilling, because you can go and do that. If my daughter wants to go to Walt Disney World, I already live in Orlando, we go to Walt Disney World. If my daughter wants to go to SeaWorld, we go to SeaWorld. Yeah. If my daughter wants to go to swim with the dolphins or something like that, we go swim with the dolphins. Mm-hmm. I stop my day of work because I don't have to work as hard, because it's me.
You've already done the work.
I've already done the work.
I've
already done the wrench time. I've already been in the trenches.
Yeah.
And I'm 43, so I mean, it's not like I'm super old yet. I mean, I happen to be like damn near a senior citizen in the real world because of because most of the guys are comprised of guys your age. I mean, you're going to go home with the kesef. You're going to be the big swinging dick in the real world. I can tell you that for sure, because guys like me we're not old, we're not obsolete or anything like that. But I can tell you, I didn't have the advantage that you have. And it's truly an unfair advantage. It really, really is. The school versus a standard university, there's no comparison.
No.
They're not even in the same league. It's like trying to compare a McDonald's worker to Elon. You're not even on the same planet.
No, you're literally not. Like, he's on Mars.
I mean, that dude's ready to orbit Mars and shit, and you're still stuck on
flipping the burger.
Yeah, bumfuck Egypt flipping a burger for some pissed off person sitting at a counter.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 100%, brother. Well, dude, thanks so much for sharing your story. This has been absolutely incredible to hear, and I guarantee you that sometime in the future we will do a round 2. I love your personality. I think the viewers love you too. So, bro, like, best of luck to you. I wish the best for you, your mom, your entire family, your daughter. And dude, this has been incredibly inspirational. I hope people watching at home have felt inspired from this too.
I mean, if someone telling you that if you work hard every single day and you try your very best and you show up, you will get the results, I'm proof. I'm absolutely proof. I showed up, I put in the work, and now I drive a Lamborghini.
Yeah.
I can't believe I actually get to say that.
That sounds crazy even just to hear. Like, and also, guys, that could be you one day too. Join the real world, Follow the
It will be
team,
you.
put in the work.
I know it'll be you, Tyson. I know it'll be you.
Thank you, brother. God willing, man. I'm going to keep taking my steps and doing what must be done.
I'll see you at the top soon, son.
Absolutely. God bless you. Take care, brother.
God bless everybody. Have a great night, everybody.
Yeah, you too, man. Guys, that was Justin. That was Justin Eplin. Guys, that's all the proof right there. That guy is literally the proof in the pudding that all it takes is put your head down, work, grind, and apply yourself. Like, that's the problem. So many people just aren't applying themselves. This guy just won a Lamborghini from Andrew Tate because he applied himself. So, folks, everybody out there, work hard. This should be motivation for you guys. With my podcast, I want to provide value, entertainment, and inspiration. Today was inspiration and value. So I hope you guys got your value from this. I'm going to be doing a podcast with Zerka in probably around half an hour. So that will be your entertainment for the night. This was the value. The Zerka podcast will be the entertainment. So, guys, John Zerka just said we can start whenever you're home. So be on the lookout for that. Guys, go follow Justin Eplin on Twitter, all of his pages. And, bro, that is sick. He got the Lambo. I know. But yeah, God bless you guys. Thank you all for watching. I'm going to be offering social media management services. If you guys want to grow your Twitter and work with me and learn everything that I know about networking, shoot me a DM on Twitter. My price has gone way down. I want to work with you to build your social media presence. So if you're trying to get more of a social media presence, trying to get yourself out there, talk to important people, maybe get big guests on your show, I'm the guy. Shoot me a DM. We'll work for decently cheap.